Students, staff, wish you all happy Independence Day.
And when the chief guest steps in, social welfare, environment protection, education and promotion of Indian art, culture, dance and music. And mission alike. I take the pleasure to invite Dr. G. Narendra Kumar to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Dr. Ravikan Kiran, principal of the school, respected teachers, students of the school, parents. I'd like to convey my greetings and best wishes on the occasion of India's 75th Independence Day. It's a momentous occasion for us to recognize the sacrifices and services rendered by our freedom fighters and builders of modern India, whose labors and fruits we benefit today. I'm glad to be part of this value-based school, and it's indeed very, very important to continue to foster values and to connect with our roots all through our lives. The 75th year of independence reminds us of the sacrifices given by our freedom fighters and prompt us to commit ourselves to the cause of India's development in the future. India's journey during the past 75 years has been a momentous journey. It's been a journey of freedom from hunger and freedom from want. We look at a few indicators of where India stood in 1947 and where we are today. In literacy, we had only 12% literacy in 1947, which has increased to about 74% now. Our poverty in India was about 80%. Most people in the country were poor at that point in time. Today, the poverty percentage has reduced to 20%. Life expectancy at birth, how long people were alive, was about 32 years at the time India achieved its independence. And today, it's about 70 years. So we've definitely made very good use of the freedom that we achieved, and we made rapid strides of progress and development, which has benefited all of us and our families. It's now upon the next generation to strengthen the gains made in these past 75 years and take them forward to higher and greater levels. A part of the benefits of development during the past 75 years have also been by way of economic development, which has trickled down to various sections of our society. And people across the board from various strata have benefited in terms of greater wealth, greater incomes. And on the same lines, government employees, including teachers, are being paid much higher salaries and wages. So the earlier disability of teachers being underpaid is very substantially reduced, and the teachers therefore need to rededicate and commit themselves to the task of nation building through the young students whom they teach, nurture in them the best capabilities and make them leaders of future India. In this direction, I would say that the past year and a quarter or so have been very challenging times for the world as a whole, for the country and for our school. And we've been able to beat the challenge. We've been able to continue our educational pursuits, even though not through face-to-face classes, but through online classes, which also teaches us a great lesson. Every challenge brings with it opportunities and lessons. One of the lessons which is learned from the Corona challenge and the e-classes that it has spurred is that a lot of information is available on the internet and various other media through the mobile apps and so on and so forth. So in this era and age, there is need for a different type of teaching. A teaching which is not based on rote learning. A teaching which is not based on simple information which is available for the asking on the internet, on the mobile phone and everywhere. So the teaching has to go beyond simple information downloading, beyond simple information dispensation. It has to be experiential. It has to be based on what our elders called Guru Sishya Parampara. The Guru Sishya Parampara, it is the student who sat at the feet of the teacher and learned from the teacher's experience. Teacher's practical experiences were passed on to the student so that the student did not repeat the mistakes that the teacher would have committed. So this calls for a different type of engagement. Engagement based on practice, engagement based on experimentation, engagement based on learning together with the students. So this calls for a reorientation of the way we teach and learn. But even for the students, this calls for a reorientation in the way they learn and the way they perceive the world. Now India has the third largest economy in the world in purchasing power parity terms. And our Honorable Prime Minister has set for us the ambitious goal of becoming a 5 trillion economy in a very short span of time. So this is therefore an opportunity for the students to learn differently, learn well, learn with commitment, learn with values. To aspire to be the best in the world. We don't have to feel left behind that we are from a downtrodden country. We have been the best in the world in the past and we can be the best in the world. And that's what we need to focus on, to be the best in the world in whatever we do. We should not be thinking that somewhere, some person somewhere in the Western world is better than us. We can be equal or better than them, and that's what we should. And growing India opens up a lot of opportunities as expected in about 40 years' time that India would be a middle income country with development level equal to that of Portugal, middle income European country. So we are on the path of catching up with the Western world and we will continue to do so. And the fruits of these gains of development are there for everyone to enjoy, especially for the younger generation. And the fruits of development can be greater, better, and more equally distributed if the students of today commit to their studies, commit to their educational pursuits with fullest zeal and dedicate themselves to the cause of national development. And therefore, I call upon all the teachers and the students to rededicate themselves to the cause of national development on this 75th Independence Day. Thank you very much.